ContractPodAi Cloud Smart Repository is an easy-to-use, interactive repository that helps you access, manage, and move contracts forward. From the powerful search functionality to the intuitive visual components, the Smart Repository is designed to streamline contract management. This video is a quick overview of the Smart Repository. From the dashboard, you will go to the Smart Repository. In the Smart Repository, you will see the Quick Stats bar. The Quick Stats bar is a visual overview of the contracts you have in your Smart Repository. The first tile is awaiting signature. It has the total number of contracts that are awaiting signature. If you click on the link, it will filter the table to show only these records. This tile is the number of requests that are marked as priority. The next set of tiles are historic trend charts that show 3 months of data. The first tile is new requests by month, showing you the number of new requests by the month in which they were made. The next tile is active contracts and shows active contract status by month. Clicking the arrow, you see the next set of graphs, contracts that have expired, approvals, and the value of contracts by month. You can change the date range by clicking here. The interactive design makes it easy for you to personalize your repository view for quick access to the data you need day to day. You can personalize the repository view by changing the table columns. When you change the table column, you will change the filters. In the column selector, you can see all the metadata that can be added as a table column or filter. Easily add or remove metadata, and the column table and filters automatically update. You can select multiples to drill down into contracts and groups of contracts. As you select filters, the repository dynamically updates. Search for the record or request ID numbers of text using the search bar. One of the best features is the ability to save your searches, share them, and set the search as your repository view. And you can save as many as you want and share them with your manager or a team. Once you've selected the filters, click Save and name the search. You can set this search to be your repository view, and then it becomes your default view until you change it. Your library has all your saved searches, the searches you've saved, and the searches that have been shared with you. From here, you can run a new search, set the search as your repository view, delete or share the search. Now let's see how easy it is to change the look of your repository view and take actions. To change your views, you have several options. The view you see right now is the request view. This view groups everything by request ID, and the second column shows the record ID. The other columns in the table are based on the metadata you select in the column selector. Let's look at some actions you can take. This icon takes you to the snapshot. Go to Request Details page for very detailed information. And this action button shows you the quick actions available. The record view shows a similar visual, but this time the record ID is the first in the column. The record ID may have multiple requests attached to it. This allows you to group requests by record ID and shows all the associated requests. You still have the same actions. The card view presents the same information, but in a different visualization. This shows you each record in a card, and again, you still have the same actions. Selecting multiple cards, or the rows in the table in other views, allows you to export to Excel or add labels to multiple requests at once. The next view is the folder view. The folder view is dependent on the labels associated with the requests. Clicking into the labels, you can see all the requests. You can take the same actions. Let's say we want to archive this record. This is a step before deletion. Clicking OK will move the record into Archive View, removing it from the standard repository views. The Archive view shows you all the requests that have been archived. This is controlled by roles and permissions. ContractPodAi Cloud's Smart Repository is an easy-to-use dynamic repository that supports you in your day-to-day by streamlining contract management.